I did something stupid. I know. You're not surprised. And you really shouldn't be surprised because that's the kind of thing that I do. I do stupid things. And you're probably watching this and you're like, Bill's voice isn't matching up with his mouth movements. What's up with that? Well, I decided I was going to play some more Resident Evil 7, and I recorded it, and my mic was muted the whole time. Except for the very beginning when I looked at OBS and I said test, 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 and it was working. So, let's see if I can just kind of talk over myself. We're going to pull on this little lever here. It's going to open up the scary place. This is the place that I saw in the previous video, which they just showed the TV right there. That's the TV that I watched the previous video on, and we're coming up on the spot where in the VHS tape that I ended up watching in the game, the previous guy got killed. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. But here comes a good spot right here. As I climb down this ladder, it's gonna break, and watch my face when it happens. It's gonna scare me because everything scares me. Yeah, right there. Everything scares me all of the time. Because I'm a pansy, and you know what? I'm okay being a pansy. It really doesn't bother me that I'm a pansy. So take that, haters. All right. So let's go ahead and continue. Oh yeah, look at this. There's water right there. I don't like the idea of going down into water that I can't see. Even when I was a kid, I was terrified of going into water that I couldn't see. What was at the bottom of, ever since I saw the movie Jaws. Now there's another like a scary moment coming up in just a little bit, and I'm not gonna like it. Watch my face. You'll see me get spooked. At this point, I'm trying to turn up the brightness a little bit because I can't see anything. And you saw a moment ago I was pointing at my big light because my big light is very bright in my eyes and I can't see anything because it's just so dark. So I'm turning up the brightness rather than turning off the light, because with the light off, then you can't see my stupid face every time that I get scared by the tiniest little thing, like this little blip of water that just happened there. I was like, what was that? I don't like that. That made me scared. And then you're like, okay. You're starting to feel safe. And then as you start to feel safe, this kind of thing happens, I think, right here. Yep, right there. There we go. I was just saying, damn it. I didn't like that it scared me. So let's move forward and see what's next. You can see here I'm just kind of very, very slowly making my way through the room. I think I commented at some point in this playthrough here that, whatever the average playtime for me to finish, or for a normal person to finish a game, this is going to take me incredibly longer because I'm so scared all the time. And I just read, the little writing on the thing in the circle that said, "Daddy, I'm sorry, I'll be good," or "I won't be bad," or whatever it is, which always kind of creeps me out, like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then that's the person that I'm here looking for. I didn't expect to find her quite so quickly. That was actually pretty surprising. And you can see me trying to puzzle my way through getting that door open, which honestly was really, really easy because look at that. We got the bolt cutters right there. It didn't take any time at all in order to find the bolt cutters. And oh man, I love this moment. This moment right here where you're like, dead, turned, dead, and then you flip it over, and my brain said, well, where's Mia? Where's Mia on there? And there she is right on the back. On the top is blank. Like, so she's not dead and she's not turned yet, so you're not sure what's going on there. But I pull out the bolt cutters, we go in, and let's talk to Mia for the first time. After I look behind me, of course. Now, I don't know what is going on with her hair or her eyelashes. Like, she's really, really weird looking.
Are you all right?
And her hair's kind of having all kinds of strangeness to it. Like they tried to get it to flow properly, and the graphics just weren't quite up to the challenge or something. I don't know. It's weird looking. But also, like, she's got some gray in her hair, and like, but she looks young, but also has the gray in the hair. I'm not sure if that's because she's seen some stuff. You know what I mean? But just now, she's like, "We've got to go. Daddy's coming," and I'm like, I don't know what Daddy is, but I don't like this. I'm not happy about this. Now, my character, for some reason, he just keeps on talking to her. I don't know what you would be like in this particular situation, but for me, if I was in this situation, I would not be speaking at full volume. I would be whispering and stuff. Look at my face right now. I am so intent on what is happening. I'm waiting for the jump scare to happen.
Not now.
I keep looking to the left, like through those slats. It's very spooky. It's spooky, not speaky. I'm speaky. This is spooky. Oh, the bags of meat. Are the meat the dead people? I don't know.
Mia,
it's gross.
we have to talk.
I don't like it.
Message you sent me.
Not me.
And every time that she is facing me, I feel like, okay, she's going to look at something behind me.
Just tell me what's
Because if
going
I were in charge of like some kind of scary movie or whatever,
We have to go this way.
that's what I would have. I would have the person that you're talking to looking at the camera and speaking to it, and then noticing something off to the side. Like,
Are you sure you know where you're going?
oh, I can't remember her name, but the girl eating the Jell-O in Jurassic Park. You know what I mean? Like, that was really intense and scary, and that's the kind of thing that I would do. So I keep waiting for them to do that with Mia in this particular scene here. I don't like tight spaces, so going through that, I'm not a fan of. And I keep, like, every time I turn a corner, I'm ready for something to jump out at me. Because this game is very, very intense. It's very creepy. And as she walks through, like, doorways in front of me, I expect something to grab her and things like that to happen. So now I'm starting to look through the room, and at this point, she's telling me, wait, there was a door here. Where's the door? How do we get out? And she's kind of going bananas at this point. And then she sits down, and I'm like, okay, so what am I supposed to do now? And so I'm going to go off on my own, which, when you're dealing with horror themes, is always a good idea. Let's go off by ourselves. Let's make sure that we've got no backup. Oh yeah, I love this part, because I look at this and there's like this doll, and I'm like, and first off, the doll is pointing at something. It's pointing at that other doll, it seems like. But I don't like dolls. Like, dolls freak me out. From Chucky, I know it's like kind of funny, the Chucky movie. But for me, I always hated the Chucky movies. Like, they creeped me the hell out. All the way back to the Twilight Zone. By the way, Mia was just screaming, and now she's missing. And there's that doorway that she was talking about right in front of me. But, like, there was this old episode of the Twilight Zone where there's this guy, and his kid's doll keeps, like, anytime that he's alone with it, it says, like, I'm gonna kill you. And eventually, well, you know, it's the Twilight Zone. I'm not gonna spoil it for you. Go watch it. It's awesome. You know, if you think, well, it's in black and white, how good could it be? It's really good. So now you can tell, like, you see that look? I just looked right into the camera. I don't like what's about to happen. I know something bad is going to happen. There's a phone there, so I imagine I'm going to pick up the phone, and there's going to be, like, somebody talking to me on the other side. I'm glad right there I just got a little bit distracted because I opened a drawer and there's nothing in it. I'm like, well, why am I opening the drawer then? Like, don't show that to me. And it distracted me for a second from the spookiness. But then we're right back into the spookiness. And that's the thing about this. It's not it's not necessarily how scary it is, but it's how intense and uncomfortable that the game can make you feel. All right, so now I've got a map, and I'm like, oh, it's pretty amazing how much relief just being able to look at a map and see where things are in relation to you brings you. Like it's a really weird thing. You're like, okay, I feel a little bit more prepared than I did before. So then we go into the bathroom, and in a second, I don't know if it's started yet because I've got it muted, but there's going to be like this weird banging sound where somebody's banging on a wall or something. I can't figure out where it is, so I'm going to wander around a little bit trying to find where this banging sound is coming from. And I look at that door's all boarded up, so I probably can't go through there. And I got my headphones on, but I can't quite figure out which direction it's coming from. And I'm not sure if that's because the directional audio in this game is off or something, but it's quite often that when I play a game, I can hear something on my left that's on my left, and I can hear something on my right that's on my right. But the banging that I kept hearing, I could not figure out where it was coming from. And so it takes me a minute to actually get to that point. I'm like, are they banging on the sink pipes or something? Are they going to start talking through the sink to me? Oh, you can see I just turned up the headphones to make them a little bit louder so I could try and find where it's coming from. But I've checked everything to the left, so now my only option is to go to the right. Yeah, I'm checking this door one last time to see if I can open it. So I guess I'm going to go over to the right. There's that phone. And here comes a spooky bit right here. You could tell. I look right into the camera. I'm like, I don't want to open the door. Somebody please save me from this. And I'd forgotten that there were stairs here, so I'm like, why is it so empty? Oh, yeah, there's stairs. Oh, and there you go. You can see somebody at the bottom. And at this point, the game takes control away from you. This reminds me of The Ring. Yeah, right there. Look at my face. Oh, you could tell I am not happy with what just happened to me. Oh, jeez. The knife. Oh yeah, this part is really... This is very, very brutal. So it's like it's telling me to press R2 in order to resist, and I'm like, am I supposed to tap it? Am I supposed to just hold the trigger down? And I kept hitting it, and I assumed that I was doing what I was supposed to do, but it didn't feel like it was working. And I don't know. Oh yeah, that part is really brutal. Look, you can see my face. I couldn't tell if it was because I wasn't doing the right thing or if it's just supposed to be really hard because she has like some kind of superhuman strength.
I can hear her clawing her way back inside.
I love how terrified my face looks at this point.
Leave me alone. I've been bad. I deserve this.
What the fuck are you, Mia?
And I think, I could be wrong, I think at this point, I'm not sure how much time is left in the recording, but I think at this point I had decided, you know what, I'm done, but then there was more to it. It wasn't actually done. There was more. So, yeah, you can tell right here, I'm like, okay, what do you guys think? Should I keep playing this game or what? And then this happens. You get to see my stupid reaction right there. And then I look over to the right and I can see that there's an axe over there. So I grab that. I don't know how he saw that. And then, we have to attack. And I love what they're doing with this because, this guy, he went there to save his wife. And now he has no choice because clearly that is not his wife. I mean, it is, but it's not. But then he has to attack her again and take her out. And Like it's really brutal. I like what they did, but I did not like the way it made me feel, especially because as soon as he sinks the axe in there, her face goes right back to Mia's face. Like you could tell it's different people at that point, which is really crazy and intense. And then at this point, I'm like, all right, well, whatever I do, I need to go find a place to save, because I don't want to have to do that again. So then I spend a little bit of time looking around for the save, which I'm going to cut to that right now because I didn't actually find anything. You just see me kind of wandering around the same places that I already did. Oh, here's a quick phone call. Listen to this.
You really shouldn't have come here.
Who's this? And what the fuck is going on?
My name's Zoe. There should be a way out through the attic.
Attic.
Go there. Now.
So then whoever that is on the other side of the phone, they're like, get to the attic. So I got to bring up my map and see where the attic is, although I can't find... I mean, I know that I got to go upstairs to find an attic because that is where attics are, speaking as a guy who's in his attic right now. But then I got to go find the attic, and I'm like, I'm going to save my game and get out of here. And I'm going to cut to that point right now. So this is the part where I realize, okay, the save point is upstairs, which is perfect because I was told to go to the attic, and I just want to get to the attic and save because I've had enough. I don't want to play anymore. It was really intense, and yeah, look at my face right there. I've had enough. Anyway, I don't know if I'm going to upload this, but let me know if I do. Let me know what you guys think of this weird video. I'll see you guys next time.